5 or 10 years ago, I never could have imagined that I would be doing research in the field of health sciences. Hello, my name is Jacob Gartland, and I am an exercise and health sciences major at Virginia Tech. And I wonder, do you want to be a healthy individual? A good step towards this is by reducing risks for cardiovascular disease. And this is precisely what we will be going over in today's presentation. Now let's get started. First of all, reducing risks for cardiovascular disease is a great way to become a healthy individual because it can make daily activities easier and significantly extend your life expectancy. To begin this process, we must first understand what cardiovascular disease is, know the risk factors to getting cardiovascular disease, what specific populations are most at risk, and know how to develop changes to reduce these risk factors. Now let's discuss the first prompt. What is cardiovascular disease? Cardiovascular disease is a term that describes many issues relating to the heart and blood vessels. This includes heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, osteoporosis, and any other cardiovascular-related issue. These issues are the leading causes of death globally, accounting for 32% of all global deaths in 2019, and of these deaths, 85% of them being due to heart attacks and strokes. Additionally, after being diagnosed with a cardiovascular disease, your estimated lifespan decreases by 5 to 10 years, providing much need for concern. Moving on to cardiovascular disease risk factors, we see that the most impactful factor on having CVD involves an unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, substance abuse, and air pollution. A bad diet includes high fat and sodium intakes that can lead to clogged arteries, while substance abuse involves the misuse of tobacco and overconsumption of alcohol in particular. Physical inactivity is a massive issue as well in many people's general day-to-day life, especially due to working circumstances in the United States, which have many people working in desk positions which typically do not require much movement or any movement at all. As to air pollution, it may be more prevalent within larger cities with lots of traffic and emissions, or in unclean homes with lots of dust. Analyzing the specific populations at risk, we see that older individuals, who in particular are men, are much more likely to have CVD rather than younger women. Individuals who are part of specific racial groups such as Hispanics, American Indians, or blacks are also much more likely to be at risk for cardiovascular disease. Those that have weight problems or diabetes are likely to be at risk for CVD as well, which correlates with the physical activity and dietary risk factors that we mentioned previously. When looking at how to reduce these risk factors, luckily, the majority of them are controlled variables that can be reduced with changes to your lifestyle. This can involve improving activity levels as well as your dietary intake. As recommended by the CDC, adults should participate in a minimum of 150 minutes of aerobic physical activity per week, with aerobic activity being activity that raises the heart rate, such as jogging, using the treadmill, or doing a tiring sport such as basketball that lasts for an extended period of time. Improvements to the diet can also be made by reducing sodium intake and increasing intakes of fruits and vegetables, which can provide a larger nutrient density with more vitamins and minerals for less calories. These foods are also generally much lower in sodium than other foods, which will help with that goal as well, which will help with meeting with the sodium goal as well. Avoiding consumption of tobacco completely and limiting intakes of alcohol will also be beneficial to cardiovascular health in the long run. To summarize, after going through this presentation together, you should now know how to reduce CVD risk factors to prevent you or others you know from having cardiovascular disease. This is a great step into becoming a healthy individual, which will help to make your daily activities easier and significantly extend your life expectancy. Thank you for watching, and just remember to know what CVD is, know the risk factors to getting cardiovascular disease, and know what changes to make to reduce these risk factors. Here are my references, and have a good rest of your day.